In this video, we're going to be introducing how to work within the RStudio workspace. Now, when you first log into RStudio, you're going to be presented with three windows. The console window takes up the left-hand side of the screen. This is the window where any code that's submitted will be displayed along with any output that isn't a graph. Over on the right-hand side, you'll see the environment window, which will hold any data sets that are in R's working memory, which means that you can use them and analyze them. And then on the lower right-hand side is both the files window, where you'll see preloaded data sets and script files, as well as the plots window, where you'll see any graphs that are displayed. Now, before you start working in RStudio, you're going to want to open a new script file. Opening a new script file will allow you to house all of the code that you're running, and it makes it much easier to edit that code and to save it. So to open a new script file, we're going to go up to this icon right here in the upper left, select R script, and you'll see a new script file open up here in the upper left-hand corner. So to demonstrate how you can run code from a script file and have it be evaluated in the console, let's start by using R as a calculator. So if we write a simple expression 3 plus 4, we can click the Run button while our cursor is on that line, and notice that in the console window, both our code is submitted and the answer is outputted. If you prefer the keystroke method, you can hit Control-Enter while your cursor is on that row, and it will do the same thing. Note that order of operations is maintained here in our script file, and we can use addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, or even have an exponent by using the caret symbol. One more thing to note about script files is that if you want to comment your code or write a descriptive header, which won't be evaluated, you can start any line with a number sign. That will turn the entire line green, and it will tell R to ignore that line of code if you run it. In order to import a data set into the environment in RStudio so that you can begin working with it, you're going to want to go over to the environment window and hit the Import Dataset button. Select From Text, and go into the Data folder. The dataset that we'll be working with in these tutorial videos is called exampledata.csv. So we just have to select that data. What you'll see in this box down here is a snapshot of what the data will look like once it's imported. What you can do up here in the name field is rename the dataset to whatever you'd like. I'm just going to call this example. And then click Import. Now, once you import a data set into RStudio, it's going to be referred to as a data frame, and it's going to show up in your environment window. The environment window gives the name of the data frame, the number of observations or cases, and the number of variables. And it also opens up a view of that data set. You can sort by different variables here by simply clicking on the arrows. And you can scroll down and see all of the values here. This is not something that can be edited. It's just a view. Notice that this view of the data frame is right next to your script file window on a separate tab that you can toggle back and forth with, or you can close out if you don't need it anymore. Finally, if you want to open up a pre-existing script file that's already loaded in your Files folder, you can simply navigate to the script file. I'm going to be clicking on the Scripts folder, and then click on whichever script, which is a .r file, that you'd like to open. Notice that it also comes up here on our script window as another tab, and you can have multiple tabs open and toggle between them.